Have you ever felt like something is about to change, even if you don't know exactly what? That strange feeling in the air, as if the universe was whispering in your ear. Get ready, something big is coming? Well, that's no coincidence. Something very strong is approaching, and believe me, it could be the beginning of your transformation. But here's a truth that almost no one talks about. Great opportunities don't arrive knocking on your door with a red carpet. They come disguised as challenges, internal changes, and that little push in life that takes you out of your comfort zone. And if you don't have your mind aligned with the right thoughts and coherent actions, you may not even notice the signs. Yes, the signs of the universe there are, and you need to be present enough to capture each one of them. This message is for you who are tired of trying, who even dream big, but feel that something invisible is holding you back. Perhaps the mental barriers, perhaps ancient beliefs, perhaps the lack of self-confidence. I'll show you how to turn this game around. Not with magic formulas, but with responsibility, constancy, and awareness. Because what you want so much is not far away. It's just waiting for you to awaken yours. Powerful mind. If you feel like you're living below your potential, that you were born for something greater, but haven't found the way yet, stay with me until the end. This is not just another motivational video. It's an invitation to transform your thoughts, your attitudes, and your life. It's time to activate what's strongest within you. Let's go. If there's one thing that changes everything, it's when the penny drops that no one will live your life for you. You can't outsource results, nor blame the universe if things aren't the way you want them to be. The transformation begins when you accept the scolding. Okay, if I created this scenario with my thoughts and actions, then I can also create something completely new. This is the starting point of self-development, when we stop running away and start building. Think with me. How many times have you stopped doing something because you thought it wasn't the right time? Or worse, why did you expect someone to approve it? Well, these are beliefs that we carry and that we often don't even realize. When you start to question these inner voices, you realize that you have much more power than you imagined. The secret is in self-responsibility, that internal decision that you will commit to your own evolution. And yes, sometimes it scares. It's much more comfortable to blame it on the boss, the government, or even the sign. Sorry, Mercury retrograde. But the truth is that only you can adjust the route. The good news? Every microaction counts. Read a good book like The Power of Habit, for example, can open doors inside your mind that have been locked for years. Small choices with big impacts. So, before looking for an external miracle, look inside. Where can you improve today? What simple attitude can bring you closer to your purpose? The life you want won't fall from the sky, but it can, rather, be built based on your thoughts, your decisions, and, of course, the constancy. And that leads us to something curious. What if the universe is, right now, trying to give you a little push? Have you ever noticed how some things coincidentally happen at the right time? An unexpected conversation, a book that appears out of nowhere, or even a post on social media that seems to have been written just for you. This is no coincidence. They are signs of the universe, poking you, trying to show that you are on the path or that you need to change your route. The problem is that many people are so on autopilot that they don't even notice. These signs do not come with neon signs. Sometimes they are subtle, almost silent. But if you are present, attentive, with your thoughts more connected to what you really want, you will begin to notice patterns. You will see that everything around you is trying to align you with your purpose, to what really moves you. It's as if the universe were a GPS. It recalculates, but it only works if you set your destination and start walking. The key is in listening. Listen to the world. Listen to your intuition. Listen to even the discomforts, because they are also messages. That constant dissatisfaction at work, it can be a push to look for something that has more to do with your interests. Dreams, that random encounter that sparks new ideas, it could be the click that was needed to put your thoughts in action. Nothing is by chance when you learn to read codes. So the next time something feels different, don't ignore it. Write it down, reflect, ask, what is this trying to show me? The success, it often starts there, in that detail that goes unnoticed by most. Pay attention, Because sometimes what seems like a stumble is just the universe changing paths to take you even further. And speaking of paths, have you ever stopped to think about the power that your own mind has in this whole process? The mind is like that coworker who can be a genius or a real saboteur. It depends on how you deal with him. If you don't take control, she takes control for you. And look, she's not always good. Your thoughts, they have the power to create realities or imprison you in mental labyrinths. Therefore, training your mind is like training a muscle. It requires practice, patience, and, of course, constancy. Think about the times you wanted something, but the voice in your head said, "Oh, that's not for you." This voice is not absolute truth. It is just a reflection of your beliefs. Beliefs that were often planted back there and now function as invisible barriers. It's like trying to run with the handbrake on. But when you start to exchange, "I can't do it" for "how can I do it?" something changes. The transformation, it starts there. And how is this done in practice? A great way is guided meditation. There are several free videos on YouTube, writing positive affirmations daily, or even keeping a thoughts diary. Letting go of what's going on inside your head helps you understand what patterns you're repeating. Why, yes, your powerful mind, it can either sink you or take you to the top. It will depend on how you feed her every day. Want a tip straight to the point? Start with the book The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. He teaches you how to create a routine that strengthens your mind before anything else. After all, if your mind is not aligned with your goals, nothing happens. And now that you understand how much of an ally it can be, how about learning how to use this power to express your desires deeper? If you can imagine a different life, fuller, more aligned with your purpose, it's because it already exists somewhere inside you. The manifestation, it begins in the invisible, in the thoughts you cultivate, in the energy you emanate, and in the silent belief that it is possible. The big turning point is understanding that dreaming is not wasting time. It is planting intentions. And everything that is planted with faith and action flourishes. But let's be realistic. Just wishing is not enough. There is no point in closing your eyes, making a request to the universe, and then continuing to act as if nothing had changed. Manifesting is believing so much in what you want that your actions begin to reflect that desire. You behave like someone who is already on the path. Your self-confidence, it becomes fuel, and then the universe responds. He cooperates with those who cooperate with himself. Do you want to manifest something? Start by asking yourself, am I prepared to receive this? Sometimes we ask for things that, emotionally, we are not yet ready to support. Therefore, the self-development is essential. It shapes you to become the person who attracts what you want. A good exercise is to write down daily what you want as if it were already real. I am grateful for the new job that challenges and fulfills me. It reprograms your mind and breaks mental barriers invisible. Believe. The universe does not deny dreams. It only responds to the vibration you emit. And this vibration is made up of coherent thoughts, emotions, and, most importantly, actions. When you act with faith, even if the scenario says otherwise, you are saying to the universe, "I trust." And guess what? He listens. So, what is stopping you from breaking the limits of your mind and going beyond? Have you ever stopped to think about how many no's you've given yourself without even trying? "Oh, that's not for me. I'm too old for that. I don't have enough talent." These thoughts are not facts. They are mental barriers. Invisible, but extremely powerful. And you know the worst? They are built by yourself, based on past experiences, fears, and limiting beliefs that have taken root over time. The good news is that all of this can be given new meaning. Mental barriers are like paper walls. They seem solid, but they crumble with the first firm push. The secret is to challenge these ideas whenever they arise. You know that voice that says you won't make it? Respond with action. Do something small that goes against that belief. A step outside the comfort zone is a direct blow to these limitations. Want a practical example? If you are afraid of speaking in public, sign up for a conversation circle, record short videos. Start with something simple. The goal is not to become perfect. It is to prove to your mind that he can. Little by little, what seemed impossible became routine. The self-confidence grows, the thoughts change, and your external world begins to reflect this new way of thinking. The mind is reprogrammable. It just needs stimulation and repetition. And do you know what happens when you break down a barrier? Another one appears soon after. And that's not bad. It is a sign of evolution. Each mental obstacle overcome makes you more prepared to achieve what really matters. Because at the end of the day, the biggest enemy was never the outside world. It was the version of you that still didn't believe in your power. But now that you understand this, how about transforming these thoughts in real actions? Dreaming is great. Thinking big, even better. But if the idea remains only on paper or only in the head, it becomes a burden instead of an impulse. It's like having a Ferrari in the garage and never starting the engine. Thoughts are seeds, but the constant action it is what gives birth to the fruit. If you want success, you need to learn to get out of theory and get your hands dirty. Even if it's scared, even if it's not perfect. The key here is to start small. Don't expect to have complete clarity, plenty of motivation, or the ideal scenario. This is the procrastination trap. Start with what you have, however you can. Do you want to change careers? Research the area, take a basic course, talk to people who are already in the game. Want to improve your health? Walk 15 minutes today. It's the constancy of these micro actions that build your new reality. Thinking is important, but doing transforms. And make no mistake, acting is also training. The more you act, the more you trust yourself. And this self-confidence turns into an engine. It's like going to the courage gym. The more you move, the stronger you get. A great method to put this into practice is to use Mel Robbins' 5-second technique. Thought of something? Count to 5 and act. This breaks the "then I'll do it" cycle and throws you straight into achievement mode. Remember, ideas are worthless if they are not executed. The world doesn't change because you think differently. It changes when you act differently. Your thoughts, they need to become steps, no matter how small. Only then does the universe understand that you are taking your dreams seriously. And when that happens, everything starts to align in an almost magical way. And speaking of magic, have you ever stopped to think about the impact your dreams can have on the world? It may seem like an exaggeration, but it's the purest truth. The world needs your light. What today is just a wish inside, a timid idea, or a hidden talent could be exactly what someone is waiting for to get inspired, change their life, or even start over. Your dreams, they're not just about you. They play a role in other people's lives too. That's it, purpose in action. Think of someone who inspires you. Now imagine being that person for someone. Because, believe me, you already are. Every step you take towards the best version of yourself spreads a domino effect of transformation. When you embrace your truth, act with courage, and overthrow your mental barriers, you show others that this is possible. And that, my friend, is worth more than 1,000 pieces of advice. But this positive impact only happens if you don't give up on yourself. There will be days when everything seems difficult, when results don't appear, when the mind starts to sabotage. But remember, even the strongest tree started as a seed. And the difference between those who perform and those who give up is in the constancy. It's about continuing even when the urge to stop screams. It's trusting that each step is shaping you for something greater. So, if at any point you doubt the importance of your thoughts, of your actions, or your place in the world, take a deep breath and remember, you are part of something much bigger. The life you want to build can inspire other lives. And this is too powerful to ignore. Now tell me, after all this, how can I not believe that something very strong is coming to you? Everything you need is already there. The will, the dreams, the signs, and, most importantly, the power to transform. The big question now is, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to continue waiting for the right moment? Or will you decide that the right time is now? The changes you want begin when you choose to act with intention, clarity, and courage. What are the thoughts? What else has been stopping you lately? What mental barriers have you already identified and need to break up? And most importantly, what is the first step you can take today to align with your purpose? Sometimes it's a simple decision. Sometimes it's just to stop sabotaging yourself. But whatever it is, know that your powerful mind is ready. You just need to trust it and give the command. Don't forget, The universe responds to you through what you vibrate. So vibrate high, believe in your worth, and move forward with constancy. Don't leave your dreams stuck in a drawer, waiting for permission that only you can give. The success, it's not a place, it's a state of mind. And it starts with the way you choose to think and act from now on. If this content touched something inside you, enjoy it and subscribe to the channel. Activate the bell and share with those who also need to hear this message. Here, we continue together on this journey of self-development, because when one grows, they all grow.